Is this thing on? Welcome back to Big Mouth and fancy seeing you here in June. I'm very welcome, my friends, and especially my enemies. Come in, sit down, no touching. I don't do the touching. Are you feeling charitable? Then smash the subscribe button and the like button, and please do follow me on Twitter at Movies TV Mad. The Boys, Season 1, Episode 4. Oh my God, it was fucking sensational. I didn't expect to see what I saw. So I've still got this as a reference, the Google. So on Google, right, basically I've got all the characters' names again on here because I'm still not very good. So we've got basically my favourite bits of this episode are Homelander and Queen Maeve on the plane. The plane sequence was absolutely phenomenal. But we do have some subplots. We, of course, have got Billy Butcher and his team looking for this Asian woman who's going around killing people, right? She's very afraid. I don't know what kind of experimentation's been done on her, but it looks like they have been using the perform-enhancing drug on her, so she's really, really scared. So that's the subplot. And then we've, of course, got, what's the guy who's got the speed like the Flash, right? I forgot his bloody name. What's his name? Is he here again? I bet you he's not here again. Bloody hell, man. A-Train. Is it A-Train, right? I got there, didn't I? I remember the name. So A-Train's on her trail as well. But A-Train has got problems of his own with his girlfriend as he discovers someone's found out about this performance-enhancing drugs. He goes back to his girlfriend, who basically denies everything. He tells her he's going to have to hide her, or Homelander is going to come after her. And they're the kind of subplots. Of course, we have got, what's his name? Yeah, Huey Campbell, and we've got Annie, basically on a date going bowling. Kind of interesting, but they're not the most interesting elements of this episode. But the most interesting element of this episode is Queen Maeve and Homelander, who are sent to save these hostages on a plane. These terrorists are threatening their lives, and they have been told to make sure they get all these passengers back home safely because they are trying to persuade these senators to give them the military contract. So it's very, very important. So Elizabeth Shue's character makes it very, very clear that they have to save everyone. So they get on this plane. This is an amazing sequence. They take down the terrorists, or so they think. So, you know, Homelander's doing his bullshit, you know. Oh, yeah, this is amazing, blah, 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 I love you all, pretending he's a nice guy. And then they discover that the pilot is actually being held hostage by another terrorist. It all goes wrong. Both the pilot and the terrorist die, and the plane's controls are damaged, right? Homelander pretty much folds his arms and says there's nothing he can do. He and Queen Maeve are going to have to leave. Now, Queen, is it Queen Maeve or Queen Nave? Queen Maeve, yeah. Queen Maeve doesn't, you know, she sees this little girl. She's formed a quick attachment with her and she wants to save her. But Homelander's a bastard. He's not having none of it. She's saying you can fly each one out of them. You can fly each one out and come back and fly all of them out. He's saying, I can't do that. Of course, he can do that. He doesn't want to save these people because he's come up with another plan to get to, you know, to spin it so the senators give them this military contract. And so his plan is just to let everyone die. Of course, Queen Maeve is devastated by this. She's not like him and she's not like the rest of them. She actually cares, even though she has a hard exterior. And you can tell that. It'd be interesting if she shares these issues with Annie at some point. Excuse me. So anyway, they leave the passengers to die, and then you can see the scattered debris of the plane. And in the last sequence, you've got this whole speech from Homelander saying, I don't want this to ever happen again. And if we're given the military contract, it will never happen again. But this just shows how deeply psychotic this guy is. This guy just seems to be itching to kill people and to use his power. He doesn't seem to care about anybody. And so that's an interesting facet of Homelander's character. But the point is, he's on this plane. He could have saved everyone, but he decided he could make a more of a dramatic kind of situation with trying to get this military contract if they all die, because then he can say to them, if we were allowed to get there minutes earlier, if we were part of the military, we would have saved these people, right? Is he wrong? Is he right? Maybe there's a bit of truth in that. But basically, he let these people die just to prove a point, just to gain those military contracts. Now, Elizabeth Shiri's loving this back in her office, but it just shows you what a bastard Homelander is. He allowed those children to die. He allowed those passengers to die. It was a devastating moment to see what this guy really is, and also to see what kind of character Queen Maeve is. I couldn't believe my eyes when I was watching it. It was sensational, and again, you just see how darkly grim this character is. He doesn't care about children. Nothing gets to him. He doesn't seem to have a weakness yet. Maybe we'll discover one, because that was only episode 4 of season 1, but it was absolutely compelling, gripping, and sensational to see Homelander do this. That means that nothing or nobody is sacred. He will kill anyone in his path to get what he wants, and that's absolutely frightening. It was a brilliant episode, as I say. For me, it was all about this. It was all about this. It's just that sequence that just really, really compelled me. It was absolutely sensational. If you can remember watching episode 4 of season 1, comment down below and let me know what you thought about it when you originally saw it. But I thought it was absolutely sensational. Bring on episode 5 tonight. Comment down below. Like, share and subscribe, and I'll be back later with more videos. See you again soon.